apologize for this shit.
Alrighty. Oh.
Fingers crossed I get this sleep on time, though.
Yeah,
Caffeine doesn't do it for me anymore, bro.
alright. I think I've got the, It's difficult to gauge because this, for once, I actually don't have the camera going. I just wanna do the stream with the thumb. Let me turn that on mute. For once, I actually have it set to the stream thumbnail.
He's the one dressed as Zelda. I'm the one who looks like Leon Casual from Resident Evil 2 Remake.
Link, you casual!
That's what I meant to say. Calm down. I'm sorry. Don't kill me.
Anyway.
Like that one meme where it's like, look, Mom, I'm Zelda. Bitch slaps her son. Zelda's the princess. You're Link, you little shit.
Oh. Anyways.
I just got a metaphorical slap from Chris.
Anyways. No, actually, let me find the actual clip in my folder. Here we go.
Look at that, I just catch you having fun.
Never gets old.
Little Boondocks reference. But welcome to
Wait, what was that the This Chicken Cold slap? Was that the This Chicken Cold slap?
You know, I don't know the context. I think at one point I just went looking for like funny Boondocks moments out of context, and I came across that, and I was just like, okay, well that'll work.
I swear there was a moment in a show or one like it where it's like, bitch, just chicken cold, slap. But anyways, our topic is an interesting one.
Yeah, welcome to the first ever collab stream for Bottom of the Bin. I am your host. We are your resident autists for the evening.
So he's my boss, but I only get 2 cents an hour.
But
anyways,
but as per the title of this stream, we are going to be discussing I wanted Kaysen to have first dibs on which movie we would cover for this stream, and his selection was an interesting one. In a made-for-TV movie by the Asylum called Zombies, which is I'm sure you can tell by the image that I've generated that I had ChatGPT generate for our show tonight.
AI for the win.
AI is a show about zombies. Is a movie about zoo animals becoming zombies. This was my first time. This was my first time watching this movie, and I don't know if it's the fact that my brain has. I don't know if it's because my brain was just fried from how absolutely dog shit. How absolutely dog shit 5G Zombies and Angry Asian Murder Hornets were. But this one, as schlocky as Zombies is, I honestly found it reasonably entertaining. And there's a few reasons for that. But let's start with the basic premise. So this movie takes place in a zoo in North Arizona that contains a bunch of rare animals. Some of them are kind of on the endangered species list. And there's
Yep.
a bus of interns who are coming in for orientation day before the zoo opens up for the general public. And while the bus is in transit, some of the zoo's monkeys get this unknown disease, and so they're being examined by the veterinarians on staff. One of the monkeys suffers a cardiac arrest, so one of the veterinarians gives it a shot of epinephrine, and it revives in a zombified state. In the form of a pathogen that only affects animals somehow and turns them into zombies with predatory behaviors towards humans. So basically, Jurassic Park meets zombies.
And if you're a Resident Evil aficionado like us, you'll probably have Vietnam flashbacks to Wild Things, which is the name of the zoo scenario in Resident Evil Outbreak Fallout 2.
Yeah, which I've never played, but obviously you've played, since you can make that reference. I mean, I sort of kind of know about a zoo setting in one of the scenarios in one of the Outbreak games. I've just never played it.
Don't you kind of go through the zoo in RE3, or is that just the park?
That's just the park. There's no zoo in RE3.
I fucking hate the Hunter Gammas.
Yeah.
But, yeah. It's also worth noting this movie has a sequel called Zombies 2, obviously, and there's actually a third film set in the same universe, but it's called Aquarium of the Dead. And get this, Aquarium of the Dead stars DC Douglas.
Albert fucking Wesker. That is hilarious to me, and I don't know why.
Well, hold up. I'm gonna Google this shit real fast, make sure I didn't get anything wrong.
Well, Zombies 2 is listed as a prequel, but that's about the only thing.
Ah, yes. Aquarium of the Dead. Only came out in 2021. It is a spin-off to the Asylum Zombies franchise, and as mentioned before, it stars DC Douglas. He voiced Wesker in Umbrella Chronicles, RE5,
Darkside
Chronicles. What
Chronicles.
else?
Darkside Chronicles. Marvel.
Shockingly, not Code Veronica, even though it sounds like Code Veronica in DC. It sounds like DC Douglas and Code Veronica, but it's not.
Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
I keep forgetting about that multiversal crossover clusterfuck. And apparently, and he actually was originally gonna voice Wesker in the Resident Evil 4 remake, but he broke an NDA talking about it, and he got replaced.
Honestly, I kind of prefer the voice they ultimately went with, because he's a lot less cartoony than.
Yeah.
I mean, I dig DC Douglas's, like, making him sound almost like a James Bond villain, but there was a lot more menace with the guy they ultimately went with.
I heard allegations of DC Douglas being creepy toward people in bars, and it's like, that's as far as we're not go with that. But you can't take away that he was a good Wesker.
Yeah. So, getting back to Zombies.
Yes.
It's funny that I brought up the Jurassic Park comparison, because some of the trivia on this movie's IMDb lists that it was actually conceived as a fan-made sequel to Jurassic Park, and the owner of this zoo was originally supposed to be John Hammond's granddaughter.
La la la.
So,
Do.
so
Sounds like, yeah, George Lucas finna sue somebody.
only in this case, it's Michael Crichton's estate.
Didn't George Lucas do the effects for Jurassic Park though? Like, didn't Lucasfilm like have something to do with some of the effects?
He owned at the time he owned the CGI, the visual effects house that did the CGI for Jurassic Park, because it was Industrial Light and Magic, which was one of his companies.
Yeah.
I don't know if he still owns ILM or if they were part of the package deal when he signed Lucasfilm over to Disney.
Yeah, you mean the place where they just pump out Star Wars fan fiction?
Yeah.
I still remember when me and Lily went and saw Last Jedi in theaters when it first came out almost 8 years ago. Holy shit. And I still remember saying, babe, I want to go. I want to go home. I want to leave. I'm traumatized. I want to leave. And then get on Facebook, Twitter the next day, and everybody's losing their goddamn minds.
I just remember shaking my head and hard enough to mix vinaigrette in my mouth for 2.5 hours and going, well, you had ideas. You didn't implement them well.
Not a single shot of Carrie Fisher, Mark Hamill, and Harrison Ford together. That's bullshit.
Over the course of 3 movies. Anyways.
They had 3 fucking movies to do it. But me raging about Star Wars, keep an eye out on my channel for that, because, you know, this is a thing for another time and place. But anyway.
And when I say, well, you had ideas, well, this movie definitely had ideas. It was just, hey, let's just, and those ideas, sure, they don't evolve very far beyond, let's just make a zombie movie where we turn a bunch of zoo animals into killer crazy zombies, but it's an idea, and they, as opposed to, unlike 5G Zombies and Murder Hornets, they actually stick to it, and they do play with it. They do play around with it. Like, it's not just the monkeys that get turned into zombies. There's wild boars. There's giraffes get turned into zombies. They have a gorilla that gets turned into a zombie, and the gorilla is hilarious, because it's like half the time when they're using that thing, they can't. It's like it's like the director couldn't figure out if he wanted to use a CGI gorilla or an actor in a gorilla suit, so he just used both. And it's so hilariously obvious when they're switching back and forth between the CGI gorilla and it's jarring.
Let's not forget about the koala scene.
Oh, dude. I
don't want to play with my animals anymore. People who hate kid character, I guarantee you, during the scene where the mom's trying to get the door open, I guarantee you every person in history who hates annoying kid characters in zombie movies or movies in general was going, yes, get her, and then immediately feel disappointment when it's revealed she's okay.
I was just like, they're not going to go that far. She's going to open the door and something else is going to happen. Because
I was actually impressed that she fucked that koala up with a baseball bat. Like, I genuinely thought my first time watching it years ago that I thought she was going to die.
I would have laughed if she did, because it would have shown the movie had a backbone. but but you know that.
And let's not forget about the trope at the beginning with the scene with the monkeys, where the trope where it's like there's that one asshole who tries to run out, and, save themselves and leave everybody behind, and that chick is like, "I'm getting out of here," only to lose her eyes for her troubles.
Yeah, you could say she was a. You could say by the end of that little prologue, she was a sight for sore eyes.
Oh God! Damn it! I was trying to think of something, and you took it right up from underneath me, asshole.
Sad part is, I'm not even a dad, so I shouldn't be the one making dad jokes.
Yeah, come back when you actually fool around and have a kid.
So yeah, like zombie giraffes, zombie. I read somewhere there was supposed to be a scene involving zombie dolphins that the little girl was going to have to fight off, but apparently she was like deathly afraid of swimming, so they had to cut that scene out. There's a whole.
I just can't imagine a zombie dolphin, because I don't know if you noticed, but dolphins are some of the friendliest sea creatures ever.
They can be. Now zombie orcas, on the other hand, would be a different story.
Yeah, that'll turn into that one scene from Finding Nemo real fucking quick.
The Barracuda scene, or whatever that.
Well, I was thinking, no, I was talking. Well, yes and yes to both the Barracuda and the whale scene. The zombie Barracuda, though, oh fuck.
Oh fuck. Oh, there was
30 years of Resident, no zombie Barracudas. What the hell?
No, but they have used sharks and eels.
Oh, and let's not forget, Resident Evil 5 could have had infected lions and animals, but I guess it didn't go that route, because then they would have thought, oh, if that happened, they could easily escape, and then the virus, the outbreak will run rampant.
Yeah, I guess that's why it was confined to like crocodiles.
Dude, I enjoy it. I used to love running around the water and just fucking knifing the fucking crocodiles. Like, yeah, knife only, bitch. But anyways,
there's a whole thing throughout the movie of them having where they've got to get to the aviary, where they've got like, I don't know, 30 some odd different species of endangered birds, and if those birds get infected and they get out, they could spread the virus elsewhere. So they have to get to the aviary and burn it down. I was like, well, that's.
They have to get to the aviary, and either kill them or just keep them from getting infected.
Well, as is the case with movies, it often always just gets exponentially worse. So, yeah. Oh, and zombified. Let's not forget zombified lions, because lions on their own aren't sort of kind of terrifying enough.
Yeah, that reminds me. There's that fucking rich girl. I don't know why, but she just pissed me off by just being alive and on screen.
So the interns that they have for this there's like five or six interns. You have this chick Lizzie, who I swear could be a live action Sheva.
Right.
Just instantly.
I was waiting for you to bring that up.
Just instantly had Sheva vibes to her.
I was waiting for you to say something like that.
Yeah, so nice to know I'm not the only one who thought that. You have this guy, Gage, who, let's just say, showed up a little overdressed. He's in like a three-piece suit and tie. He looks like he just walked off. He looks like he looks like he's about to purchase his first copy of the Book of Mormon or something.
Bro.
He legit looks like he should be going door to door with pamphlets saying, are you prepared for Christ's return? And it's like, dude, it's like 7 o'clock on a Saturday. Go away.
I'll still take that over Jehovah's.
That is Jehovah's Witnesses. By the way, this is only the second guy I've ever seen in my life whose name was Gage. I knew a guy in school whose name was Gage, and that's it.
My sister graduated with a Gage. He became an alcoholic.
Ugh.
Actually, no, I think he got clean. I just haven't talked to him in years. All I know about him is that he also liked Godzilla.
Then there's another intern whose name is Amber, whose entire personality is that she's just an intolerable bitch.
Which makes her death all the more satisfying.
Really? Because when she died, I felt nothing. I was just like, oh no, that chick. That's kind of
and she died because she died because of her own selfish needs.
Yeah, because she's that one character who tries to run off on their own and then gets killed because of it. Every time I see that happen in a movie like this, or a disaster movie, or a slasher movie, I'm just like, whatever.
Yeah, nothing of value was lost.
There's another one of the interns is a guy named AJ, who looks like he spawned from Sweden or Austria or Norway.
Talking about the guy with the long hair.
Yeah, the guy's got a ponytail, a sleeveless hoodie, which, dude, why the fuck are you wearing a sleeveless hoodie? Be warm, expose arms, pick one. Short shorts, the loudest.
I can't remember if he made it or not.
He didn't.
Oh no, our table. It's broken.
Yeah, dude's also wearing short shorts, the loudest pair of socks I've ever seen in my life.
Surprised he didn't go down with the gorilla.
No, there's like a zip line system all over the park, which sounds cool unless you've got acrophobia like I do.
Or you're in a horror movie, things go wrong.
Like there not being any safety harnesses, so you've got to hold on like hell to cross the damn zip line. And homie slips and just the goofiest falling down death I have seen in a long ass time.
Bro.
Like it legit made me laugh out loud. It was sillier than the stop motion puppet Ronnie Cox getting blown out of a window at the end of RoboCop.
Yeah.
Like that was weird and that was goofy on its own, but just the shitty ass like budget CGI green screen death that AJ got.
Yeah, that shit was just fucking. That was something else, bruh.
And then the only other intern whose name you'll ever even attempt to remember throughout the movie, because there's like two other guys, but they're just there for zombie food.
They're cannon fodder.
Pretty much. The only other guy whose name you'll bother to remember, this guy's name is Ricky, and he shows up in a Hawaiian shirt, just like the most excessively excited to be there, and I'm just like,
You're gonna die, aren't you?
I'm just like, yep, you're not gonna make it, because this is an
There's
asylum
also the
movie.
guy who got. There's also the guy who got stepped on by the elephant.
Oh yeah, the head park ranger Rex, who looks like a budget version of Hondo from the new SWAT series.
He almost reminded me of Josh from Resident Evil 5.
A little bit. He kind of has that Josh vibe, but he looks like he looks like a Timu version of Shamar Moore, who plays Hondo in the SWAT reboot.
Or you went there.
Yes, I did. Tell me I'm wrong, though.
I really can't.
And you can tell this movie really wanted to go for that Jurassic Park feel, just from the scope of the zoo, the uniforms that the Rangers were wearing. They looked almost identical to Muldoon's outfit from Jurassic Park, right down to the vest and the little bitty shorts, and the Jeeps, which with the park logo on the side. I'm pretty sure they're the exact same model from Jurassic Park. The font,
Don't be surprised.
the font on their ID badges is nearly identical to the font that is used in Jurassic Park. So the comparisons just keep coming and coming.
It's like, we get it. You were going to be a fan-made sequel. We get it. Knock it off. Move on.
We get it. You were originally conceived as a mockbuster of Jurassic Park, and it's Asylum, so of course, go figure.
Why are we even surprised?
Yeah, that's considering mockbusters are Asylum's entire shtick. Which honestly, this is one of the I haven't seen that many movies from the Asylum.
I've seen pretty much all of them.
Trying to think of which ones I have seen. I've seen I want to say I've seen the first 4 Sharknadoes. I know that for certain. I'm looking
I haven't seen those. I haven't seen those in a while. I just had a subtitle. Oh hell no!
I've seen 8213 Gacy House, which is which is supposed to be a paranormal activity type of movie.
The last one I watched before this one was Transmorphers.
And I think the only other one from the Asylum that I have seen that I know of is oh god, where is it? Mercenaries. Mercenaries, which was a mockbuster of Expendables.
Dude, did you know that there was actually a mockbuster of the most recent Transformers film, which was Beast something? Rise of the Beasts?
I may have known about that, or I may have seen something about it.
Shit's wild.
Uh-huh.
There. I think we can already guess what Ape versus Monster is a mockbuster of,
Yeah.
because they have a tendency to release their mockbusters around the same time as the movie they're ripping off.
Oh, there's one here's another one. I know that you sent this one, you tagged me in this one over Facebook earlier today. Meth Gator.
Yup. An obvious mockbuster of Cocaine Bear,
Yeah.
quote unquote, based on a true story.
Well, Cocaine Bear actually was based on that actually did happen to a degree where a guy, a drug dealer, dumped his cocaine, and a bear did get into it and then just start wreaking havoc. That did happen for real.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Who the fuck is Myth to a Gator?
I have no idea.
Not even a meth head would give up their meth to a gator.
Well, I read the concept, and apparently the whole thing about it is that people were being advised to avoid flushing their meth down the toilet because it could because the gators could get into it, and of course this I think it happens in Florida.
Of course it does.
So Florida man would yep, in the Everglades. Because of course it's Florida man that ends up giving meth to an alligator.
I don't know if I want to watch it now. But I have to. We're going to cover it, so
Yeah, well,
fingers crossed I don't kill myself halfway through.
I mean, it'll be dumb, but I mean, it's definitely an idea.
A good idea? No. An interesting one? Maybe.
Possibly.
Like say it like Jango Fett. Possibly. Dude, the guy who they try to make a badass scene where the guy with the injured leg tries to take out the gorilla,
with a
But-
big ass machete.
but it turns into that one scene from Dark Knight Rises instead.
Yeah. Or that scene in, I think it was Friday the 13th, Part 3, when Jason squeezes that guy's head and his eyeball pops out, you know, because they're playing around with the 3D.
Yeah, we don't talk about Friday the 13th Part 3 in this household.
I actually didn't mind Part 3.
Be better if we could actually watch it in 3D instead of, watching the movie and then having our eyes fucked up for 2 hours afterwards.
I mean, the DVD does have a 2D version of it.
Yeah. Watch Decker's Shadows review of it, and that's basically how I feel about it, where the guy, Decker, makes jokes where he gets poked once too many times, and eventually he's like, alright, motherfucker, you want to fight? Come here. No. He walks up camera like, no, come here, motherfucker, you want to fight? Come here. And I think it's a scene where that one gang member throws something for a 3D effect, and it hits Decker, and he's like, okay, motherfucker, you want to do this? Let's do this.
I don't know.
Get back here.
I don't know if you knew this, but there's a fun little behind the scenes story that I read while I was doing research on this movie. The scene with the zombie giraffes. There's a bit where you can tell they're using a giraffe hand puppet as a fill-in for one of the giraffe heads that's nipping at them.
Yeah.
Apparently, when they were filming that day, Matthew Lillard just happened to be on set, and he's the guy operating that giraffe head puppet.
Well,
So this movie does technically have some star power. It has Stu Macher, Shaggy Rogers, William Afton, Matthew Lillard.
I actually saw him on an episode of SVU last night.
Oh, nice.
He had a mustache. Matthew Lillard with a mustache is cursed. Oh, let's not forget that one guy in 13 Ghosts, the remake.
Ugh.
Yeah, he was in 13 Ghosts.
It's been a long time since I've seen that, and I think I only ever saw parts of it.
Yeah, it stars that one guy who looks like Wish Brand Mr. Bean. But anyways,
They, as cheesy as this movie is, this is something that I can recommend to people watching. Like, if you're looking for a B movie, something for a B movie night, it's on Tubi, so it's not like you have to pay to watch it.
which should be paid for it. It's like that one moment in Wacky Wednesday's McDonald's toy video where he mentions that you can find the gardening toys on eBay for a good price, and then he starts to say, "Why would you pay?" But then it just cuts him off and goes to the next toy. Why would you pay next?
Yeah.
Stop licking the armrest, dude. Yeah, full context. I have a pit bull now. So yeah, not the only beast we're talking about this stream.
Right. Yeah, except your dog's not a killer crazy zombie.
I wonder, because in the morning he tries starting a fight, and it's like, no, I don't like this. Okay, ew. Don't lick inside my mouth, you little pervert.
And the only reason he's not a killer crazy zombie is because they burned down the aviary at the zoo in Zoobies.
Yep. Yeah, he's people say, oh, pit bulls are dangerous, but this dog, he wants to be cuddled 24/7, and he literally licks. Okay, now you're biting it, you little fucker. Yeah, I pushed you. What are you gonna do? Okay, hang on. He wants them hands now. I gotta give him a little buzz. Change your tune real quick, didn't you? I didn't shock him. I just pressed the button where it vibrates the collar.
You've got that collar on an extremely low setting, right? As low as you can as you can possibly make it.
Yeah, because we had it on 25, but when we used it, the way he reacted, you thought it was on like 85.
Okay.
You would have thought it was on a higher, so it's set on 8, where he feels it and it's enough to get him to act right, but it doesn't really hurt him. It doesn't make him be over dramatic, but he knows when it vibrates. He knows what's next. I don't like shocking, but I will if I have to. Actually, no. Most of the time, it's either my dad or Lily who shocks him. I only go with the beep beep. I only go with the beep 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 warning button and the vibrate button. I can never actually press the shock button. I like dogs.
Yeah.
But anyways,
the only animal that doesn't really we never really see get infected in the movie is the elephants.
Yeah, which was really shocking.
They're the the scene where they have the elephants, where it's like Lizzie Gage and Rex riding the elephants. The way they're just awkwardly green screened onto the elephants. I don't. It's no. I have to find. I have to find an image of this so that I can show the stream. Be, or
Yeah.
the way it just looks. The way it here we go. Just give me a second, folks. You have to see this to truly understand. Let me just blow this up a little bit so that you can fully appreciate what in the farm fresh fuck this looked like.
I'm pulling it up on the TV now since screen share I'm not using because we're just talking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That looks like a PS1 FMV.
And yes, it literally is that blurry. Because they're compensating for they're compensating for the lack of a passable enough CGI budget by making them blurry. Or I don't know if that's for compensation reasons, or I don't know why I just shrunk that. I don't know if it's for compensation reasons or what the fucking deal is. I
don't get it.
I just know. Oh, wrong image. I just know it looks really fucking goofy.
That's standard asylum for you, though.
I was legitimately, there were parts of this movie where I was just laughing. I was laughing at the CGI. I was laughing at the green screening. I was laughing at the. I was reasonably entertained by this movie. Not enough to where
it was definitely interesting.
Not enough to where I'm gonna want to watch it a second time. A good one and done.
And remember, we can always cover the other two films in the future, just not anytime soon.
Yeah. I have some other ideas in mind for what can be our next episode. I just want to have it figured. I just don't quite have it figured out yet, but I will by Wednesday. Like I said earlier, this is one of those movies that you can throw on for a bad movie night if you're looking for just something to put on. You've got your beer and your popcorn and you've got some friends, and it's like, here, let's just laugh at this shitty mockbuster thing that exists.
Yeah, just try not to make up any drinking games, okay, kids?
Oh, dude, you could almost make a drinking game out of every time somebody is either overacting or you get a really awkward green screen effect, but you probably pass out before the 87-minute runtime is up, or
have to call an ambulance.
Which again, this movie is 87 minutes long, and at least it fills up those 87 minutes. It's just it versus like 5G Zombies, which could have been condensed down to like a 10 to 15 minute short film, or Angry Asian Murder Hornets, which put so much excess padding into it and still couldn't get it to above 65 minutes.
Let's also not forget the stereotypical scene where they send a military unit in only for it to go south really fucking quick because of the fucking gorilla.
Was that the gorilla? I thought that was like... So there's this whole thing where the CDC can't get to them fast enough because the federal government, of course they fucking can't. It took FEMA, what do you expect? It took FEMA 5 days to get water to the Superdome after Katrina.
Remember Walter the puppet has a nickname for his wife, FEMA. Why? Slow to respond, not a lot of satisfying results. Or he says that about Jeff's wife.
Oof.
I say it about my ex-girlfriends. Slow to respond, not a lot of satisfying results.
The cops get to the zoo, and they do the scene, this scene makes no fucking sense, and it's just there, I guess, to be there. The cops get to the zoo, and they try to come into the zoo through the lower levels. I don't know how they got to the lower levels, because all the gates, every entrance to the zoo is sealed off. It makes no fucking sense. This is 3 minutes that could have easily just been cut out of the movie entirely. Like a SWAT team rolls in, you see a silhouette of a lion, and then you just hear their death cries off screen.
Sort of reminiscent of the frickin' Indominus scene where all the cams just keep shutting off. You know, in Jurassic World, where the cams just keep shutting off as they get slaughtered.
Yeah.
Yeah. So was that with Indominus? Was that with Indominus, or was that with the Raptors?
That was the Indominus, because she figured out a way to camouflage herself, meaning she has part Carnotaurus, meaning she had Carnotaurus DNA in her.
Yeah, active camouflage.
Because they stole that scene from the original novel for The Lost World, where dude gets to Isla Sorna and his guide is eaten by a Carnotaurus that he couldn't see because it was camouflaged with the rest of the greenery.
Yeah. Wasn't there a Carnotaurus in Jurassic Park 3?
For like one scene, and it was just a gag.
And then it just disappeared to fuck knows where.
Yeah, it just fucked off, and then we're left with a Spinosaur scene, which was cool until they kept cutting back to Laura Dern's kid in a vain attempt to make the scene less scary, and it's like, fuck you.
Yeah.
Because too many parents complained about how scary The Lost World is. It's like, they're dinosaurs. You fucking
It's PG-13, dumbass.
Well, that's like those retards who complained about Ninja Turtles using weapons in the first TMNT movie from the 90s. So TMNT 2, they're not using their ninja weapons. It's like, they're fucking ninjas, Karen.
Sounds like the Batman Returns McDonald's fiasco.
Parenting groups are a cancer.
And it's pancreatic.
Parenting groups are like HOAs. They just exist for Karens to have something to do and waste everybody else's time and energy.
That just sounds like a joke John Panette made.
Because
It's like, you have a blocked colon. Well, how are we going to unblock this bad boy? Attach this to your garden hose. Lady, I have neighbors. I'll get a letter from the homeowners association. Please do not clean your colon on front lawn. Signed, all of us. It's like, oh, look, a check and alert from the homeowners association.
and all because they refused to just break down and buy a vibrator.
Yeah, it's like either go to the gym, get a good workout, or find some time and just give yourself just fucking masturbate, okay? Just go fuck yourself and calm down. Wait, I said that wrong. Masturbation's a form of stress relief, so go fuck yourself and calm down.
Or in the immortal words of Richard Pryor, as per Eddie Murphy, it's like, after Bill Cosby called up Eddie Murphy talking about, you can't swear in front of people. He calls up Richard Pryor, and Richard Pryor goes, do people like when you say what you say? I said, yes. He goes, do you get paid? I said, yes. He goes, well, tell Bill I said have a Coke and a smile and shut the fuck up.
Oh, goddamn.
Jello pudding eating motherfucker.
Yeah, you know the one thing I trust more than cheap movie companies? The cocktail offered by Bill Cosby.
Oh. Oh.
Actually, no, taking pills offered by Bill Cosby. A fart when I have the flu. A Hillary Clinton war story. Gas station sushi. A porcupine up a pet me sign. The list goes on.
Oh.
And finally, we're at the quote unquote final boss fight of this goddamn movie.
Yes. They burn they get to where it's only Gage, Lizzie, the owner of this zoo, and her 10-year-old daughter. Can we just stop putting kids in movies like these, please? It doesn't give the movie an emotional core if they're poorly implemented. And 99 times out of 10, they are.
Yeah, sounds like what Brandon Tenold would refer to as a Kenny. Because there was an annoying kid character named Kenny in the original Gamera movie. You know, Gamera, the giant sea turtle that breathes fire, which is a Godzilla ripoff.
Yeah.
So, and every time there's an annoying kid character in those movies, it just calls him Kenny's.
You know what? That's actually pretty accurate. So, Gage and Lizzie...
And then just imagine his reaction in Godzilla 1985 when the main character's name was when the adult main character's name was Kenny. He lost his shit.
I can imagine. But so, all the shit these four people survive. They get to the aviary. Gage and Lizzie go into the aviary to try to find Ricky and this other staff member, Chelsea. Ricky's dead. Chelsea's been eviscerated. There's a bald eagle building a nest inside her intestines.
Don't. When you're nearing the end of an asylum horror film, don't be eating.
Yeah. Or I'm just gonna use this clip.
Oh my.
Kind of like how you shouldn't watch Danger. Probably kind of like how you really shouldn't watch Danger Dolan at dinner time.
Yeah. One specific clip came to mind that I have in my folder when I saw there was a bald eagle building a nest inside of her guts. And I'm gonna play that clip right now.
Oh my sweet Jesus. That's rad.
What was the clip you played before?
It was the start of the dodgeball. That's rad.
Oh damn!
I was like, you know what? That's. I've never seen that before. I've never seen a movie where a bird starts building a nest inside of somebody else's guts before. So
That sounds like something a crow would do in Resident Evil.
yeah, yeah.
Speaking of which, I don't think there were even any crows in this movie, and they're known for being scavengers.
Yeah, there weren't any, but they find Ricky and Chelsea completely foobar. They ignite the entire aviary. Gage has a hero moment where he shoots, where one bird gets out of the burning aviary, starts flying towards them, and he just shotguns this thing into a mist of embers.
And then lowers it back down like he thinks he's fucking Leon fucking Kennedy.
All I thought when I saw that bit was in Welcome to Raccoon City when Leon takes the rocket launcher to Birkin. And it's just
Found it in first class.
it's like, you know what? What you had your moment. You got your moment in the sun.
Leon Kennedy.
Nice. And
Yeah, like Leroy Jenkins, but Leon Kennedy.
that version of Leon pretty much is Leroy Jenkins.
I don't give a fuck. Avin Jogia was a good Leon.
Oh.
I don't give a fuck. I don't know why y'all are bitching and moaning they didn't look like the video game character. And it's like, I don't care if they look like the video game character as long as they actually act like the character.
My one grievance with Leon in that movie, as much as I like that movie, and you know, and Avin Jogia had some charm, was that the reason Leon is written the way he is in Welcome to Raccoon City is not because it's crucial to the plot and crucial to his character arc. It's because Johannes Roberts just wanted to pay tribute to Jack Burton from Big Trouble in Little China. And it's like, if you want to do that, fine, but that's not the character to do it with. As overrated as Leon is.
I mean, allegedly, in the next week or two, they're supposed to be like revealing whether or not he's going to be in Resident Evil Requiem, and it's like, guys, let it go. If he's in Requiem, cool. If he's in Requiem, cool. If not, it's not the end of the world. Nice to see a new face for once.
But they burn down the aviary. The zombie gorilla comes back for the final boss battle. Chases them to the front gate, knocks everybody down before getting shot in the head.
Oops.
And then they do the obligatory, everybody got out, they're flying off into the sunrise, and then close up of the monster before its eyes just spontaneously open and you get the end credits.
Like that one bad ending from the original Resident Evil.
It's like, can we just not do that? Because every time I see that in a movie, it just feels so cheap.
I mean, this did get a sequel, but
Well, technically,
as previously stated, I think it was a prequel.
yeah, it is listed as a prequel.
I like how Dead Space got 2 prequel animated films.
Yeah, and they both sucked.
That's a massive understatement, bud.
Yeah, that would actually be...
There was that one of them kept switching between traditional animation and CGI. It's like, make up your goddamn mind.
Yeah, I did not like those. I did not like either of them.
Dead Space. Yeah, Dead Space Aftermath. Dead Space Aftermath is the Dead Space. I'm trying to think. It's the Dead Space Dead Space Aftermath's a Dead Space. What the Netflix series is the Resident Evil.
Oof. Oof.
Or, Extinct, or, when they did, for some reason, they make one movie where it's about, oh, the world's a desert now, and then retconned out the ass in the next movie.
Yeah. Or the Netflix series not having a fucking clue which part of the timeline it wants to focus on, so it keeps jumping back and forth like a schizo on an Adderall bender.
Oof.
Emotional, damn it! Emotional, damn it! Emotional, damn it! Emotional, damn it!
That's just, oof.
I got 2 episodes into that series before I was just like, fuck this. I see no reason to keep going with this. That, especially considering that show was so bad it literally killed Lance Reddick.
Dude.
That's right, I fucking
Dude.
went there.
But it's not unlimited. Referencing the breadstick scene.
I hope Olive Garden paid well for that spot.
I hope they didn't lose business.
I've been to Olive Garden one time. I'd rather go to Fazoli's.
Hi, I'm Dr. Lasagna. That's literally an ad for Fazoli's I frequently see because I don't have YouTube Premium, you freaking casual. Why pay for something that's already free?
Ugh.
I hate ads too, but I don't have money for that shit.
Well, I do, so... So...
Oh well. Wait.
So that is Zombies. That is our very scatterbrained summary of Zombies.
Any last thoughts?
Good for a laugh, good for a B-movie night, is what I'd say.
I just say go watch Jurassic Park instead.
You know, it doesn't hurt to rewatch Jurassic Park for the 9 quadrillionth time.
Yeah, let's not forget about. And as mentioned, there's a prequel and there's a spin-off film, which we'll look at those in the future. But yeah, that about does it for us this stream.
Yeah. I hope you
Our
guys...
shortest stream in a long time.
Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoy listening to us just ramble on. As I said earlier, I haven't decided what is going to be our next one for this. There's a couple that I'm leaning towards, if you're at all interested in hearing them.
I got a few minutes. Let's do it.
Alright, hold on. I'm going into my Tubi listing. How about this one? It's called Rectuma, or Rectuma. Says an American. The summary on Tubi is: an American man infected by a Mexican butt-humping frog returns to L.A., where his rear end grows to 20 feet and frames him for murders.
Pardon me, What? Pardon me, what seems to be the fuck?
I think I just fried Kaysen's brain with that description.
I'm gonna make Lily watch that tomorrow.
We could also do Jesus Christ Vampire Hunter.
Not sure how my church would feel about that one.
The Savior himself returns to wage a righteous war against a clan of vampires, teaming up with a legendary Mexican wrestler on his quest. I have seen this movie, by the way. I saw this movie a few years ago.
I'm shaking my head no on that one.
Okay, that's one I'll...
Let's wait till I inevitably get excommunicated before we do that one, okay?
Or I could just do it on my own time.
Yeah, you have to do it on your own time. I don't want to get burned at the stake.
That's fair. That's fair.
That's the next one.
It actually is a legitimately fun B movie, by the way. Hold on,
Let me pray on it and ask God. If he says it's okay, I'll do it.
We could do My Name is Bruce.
And what's that about?
Starring Bruce Campbell, starring and directed by Bruce Campbell. Says, mistaken for his character Ash from the Evil Dead trilogy, Bruce Campbell is forced to fight a real monster in a small Oregon town.
Yeah, that sounds like something we could do.
There's also one starring... It's called Monster Mash. Starring Michael Madsen.
I think I've seen that one.
Says, Dracula, the Mummy, and others combine forces to stop Dr. Frankenstein from melding the world's strongest monsters into a single unstoppable creation.
Really? Yeah, I think I saw a trailer for that.
Okay, well, for our next one, I'm gonna have to flip a coin, probably, to decide between Monster Mash and My Name is Bruce.
Till then, we'll probably come back next week with some more reactions for you.
Oh yeah, next week should be a normal reaction stream.
Yeah, I'll be sure to find an obligatory Danger Dolan top 10, top 15.
Oh yeah, definitely look for one of those.
We still need to look at worst teachers ever.
Mm.
But anyway, I got things to do, and Chris has to work in the morning. So thanks for tuning in, folks.
Yeah, thanks for listening to us just yammer on and on for the past almost 70 minutes. We do appreciate it. And, whoa.
Sure as heck beats doing the discussion and you have been doing a bunch of editing.
Yeah, so until the next stream, we will catch you later.